Hi dears, welcome back to the channel Benodorm by Anna. It's me Anna with you here, and today we are on our lovely Poniente beach here in Benidorm, and we will discuss as usual the latest update on the situation here and the latest news from our sunny Benidorm's region. So as for the situation, I must say that it's quite stable comparing it to the previous days, and as for the last 24 hours we've had 27,688 new cases, and the index is of 500 people per every 100,000. This is the index of in general, like in all Spain, but there is the other curve that basically shows us what the index is in terms of younger people, like before 30 years more or less, and this one is on the point of 1,300 people, which is like the massive difference with the average one that we have in terms of all Spain. Today there are some new restrictions. By the way, I must say that there have been quite a few restrictions going on lately, the last few days. Some of the regions like Catalonia, for example, Valencia, they want to put a night curfew once again. Here in Valencian region it will be only in 32 smaller towns, in the ones that have the biggest amount of cases, but our area, like Alicante area, is not affected by this. And in Catalonia they want to put that one in place for 162 different areas, like villages, small towns and bigger cities, depending on the index as well. So we'll see what's going to be happening, but this is their plan. Also, very important news comes from Valencian region, from our lovely Benidorm region here. The local government and the president of the region has decided to ask for the certificate, for this green certificate that we usually use for traveling. They've decided to use it to access bars, restaurants, hotels, like any kind of public areas like shops and stuff like that. For now, it's not confirmed just yet. What they're planning is to put that one in place for like August. I suppose it's going to be like the first or maximum the second week of August. Why they are doing this? They're doing this basically to try and regulate somehow the situation and the amount of cases, the index, and basically stabilize the situation that we have right now. Although I must say that, well, it's kind of okay. Yes, it's a good thing to do. I know that Germany is already doing this. They ask for the PCR, like fast tests, antigen tests when you want to access like a bar, restaurant, shopping center and stuff like that. I know that France also is willing to do that. So they've already said that they will start doing this in a few days. And now our region is also the one who's planning on doing this. By the way, Canarian Islands and some north parts of Spain, they are also planning on putting on this measure, which basically means that if the Supreme Court will approve that, then very soon we'll need to do like a bunch of tests every time we want to go and have this green certificate. People who are vaccinated, they are lucky because they don't need any tests, they just need their certificate and that's it. People who had the virus, they also don't need anything. Children also don't need anything, but for example, people like me who still did not have the vaccination due to the young age, we will need to do some testing if we want to go somewhere and have some lunch or breakfast or dinner anywhere, or just to go like to a shop, for example. We'll see what's going to happen. I'm going to keep you updated on that, and of course as soon as they're going to let us know what's going to be happening, I'm going to let you know first thing, promised. The other news is that TUI Belgium, for like Netherlands and Belgium, like this part, they've cancelled all the flights and all the bookings up until the second part of August, but luckily it's not for all Spain. It's only for Balearic Islands, which are Mallorca, Menorca and Ibiza. What they did is they've said that due to the growing amount of cases, they prefer not to fly to this area. And people who are still here, like the citizens and people who live in this country, who came to holidays to Balearic Islands, they have two options basically. First option would be to return before 18th of July and by this just stop their holidays where they are. Or the second option is to return after 18th of July, but then it means that they will need to stay on obligatory quarantine of 10 days by their arrival. So this is basically what's happening right now. The next news that I wanted to let you know about is what's happening with the bookings here in our area. Basically, I've been talking to quite a few hotels because I'm preparing a lot of very nice videos for you guys. I have pending right now next week videos from the Med Playa hotels, from Prugente, Agir and Ria Park. So stay tuned. Don't make sure you subscribe to the channel and activate the notifications so that you would receive the notification for these videos as well. They were all telling me the same thing, that basically bookings are there. Okay, there are some new bookings coming up, but there has not been like this huge increase of bookings that was expected to happen once England basically said that they will eliminate the quarantine, obligatory quarantine on your arrival back to England. They all thought that it's going to be like rising up, but it was not the case. Although I must say that right now, when it's already a few days left before 19th of July, what's happening is that there are some new bookings. People are calling, people are checking the information, and they are booking. I suppose they were just waiting for the last minute, just in case things might happen, you know, just in case there's going to be some last minute change. It's going to be like in a red area, like flights will be cancelled and blah blah blah, you know, things like that. Usual pandemic's everyday life, that each day there might be a different law, each day there might be some changes regarding tourism. So yeah, people were just waiting, but right now, once they've seen that it's already a few days before 19th and everything's stable, they started to book their holidays. And why not? I mean, if you're fully vaccinated, if you take all the necessary precautions while being in the plane or at the transfer shuttle bus, or when you come here, if you wear a mask when it's necessary and you disinfect your hands, then nothing bad should be happening. Like, I mean, why not to travel if you can do so? So I must say that although not as many people are booking just yet, but the increase is being seen right now. But still we have quite a lot of people here in Benidorm. I'm sure you've seen in yesterday's video. If you did not see, check yesterday's video, please, because there we were at the Rincon de Loche area near the Levante beach. We're having some breakfast in a British pub, British bar. And I've showed you what's happening on the Levante beach. There was basically no free space at all. Like right now I'm at the Poniente beach, and it's approximately the same time I was filming yesterday, and here the first line is already occupied, but apart from first line, everything else is free, which I cannot say about the Levante beach, because since it's the most popular one, it's a lot more crowded than this one is. So yesterday there was barely any space, like you could not find any place near the beach there, which was just shocking. And for those who say there's not many people, just like literally just look at the beach. That's the only thing you need. Look at the beach and the city center, and then you'll see how many people do have here. It's just crazy. It's very difficult to park, by the way, with a car here. So if you have a rented car and if you go somewhere, better choose parking lots, like paid parking, because right here, even though it's like a blue zone where you need to pay into the like parking machine, still right now there's already no space available right here near the beach. So you need to go somewhere down, like at the end of the beach or towards the city center to find any place available, even though it's like a paid area. So yeah, this is what's basically happening right now. And the other news that I wanted to let you know about is that here in our area, once you come here, you need to be very careful if you're driving a car, especially just because today when I went from Albir, you know, that's the small little town near Benidorm where we live, just because 3 times in a row I got like I'm not sure how it's called, but like when you're driving and then suddenly just someone just crosses and blocks you out. Not completely, like I did not stop the car, but it's just people like just don't see, they don't look at the signs, they don't see the road. I don't know what's happening, but like when you come to a place where you don't really know how the traffic is and which road goes where, you normally need to go like slower, you know, because you just need to check which one is which one and where you have to turn, like which road leads where and stuff like that. But here, in comparison, people are just like acting like crazy. These, I'm not saying about like people who are coming from abroad, okay? They are more careful because in general, they don't know any rules here in Spain. So they are very careful with this. who are actually going very, very slow down the road. But then there are these ones who are national tourists, who are coming from other like autonomic regions here in Spain, who are just acting like crazy, like true story. Like I was driving, and the other one, like we were going like two roads, two paths. We were going towards the roundabout, and the roundabout has the same two roads continuing. So the one that was on my right, suddenly he just, on the middle of the roundabout, he just went onto my part, and like I had to stop, basically almost like 100%, like totally stop, just because if not he would hit me. Like, and then you just signal him, and he's like, what? Like, you know, just, I don't know what people think, like what they think when they drive a car in the place that they don't know. Like, you have to be very careful, just because there are quite a lot of accidents right now, especially due to people like this who don't see where they are going and who don't care how they're driving. So if you're renting a car at the airport, be very careful, because yeah, there are some crazy people on the road right now, and it's going to be continuing like until the end of August, and then everything's going to be like calmed down. But these 1.5 months left from summer, they're going to be very difficult to drive, especially in our Benidorm area. And about the car rentals, I also wanted to let you know that basically what's happening right now is that we went to Centauro yesterday, okay, because we needed to put our car for a few more weeks of rental. There's going to be some huge change, by the way, with our car renting. If some of you don't follow my Benidorm by Anna vlogs channel, please go there. You have a link in my main channel page on the channels. Click there and you have all the channels that I have. So subscribe to Benidorm by Anna vlogs, because there I'm talking slightly more about this problem, and you will get to know why we will not be renting a car anymore. And in general about our lives, about grocery shopping, traditional Spanish dishes, just normal family life here in Benidorm area, and not something that only tourists just see. It's slightly deeper into some of the issues, some of the problems, day-to-day prices, and a lot of fun and positivity, which we all need right now. So make sure you subscribe. And now I'm just gonna say that we went there to the airport yesterday, and it was very full. It was extremely full. There were people walking back and forth with the luggage. There were a lot of transfer buses waiting for the tourists to bring them, for example, to some hotels here in the area. There were a lot of taxi drivers, like private transfers, a lot of movement, and Centauro Rent-A-Car had also quite a lot of movement yesterday, must say. There was a queue of like 4 or 5 families downstairs, where you actually pick up the car, but the main office, which is upstairs in the arrival part, that had like a queue of 10 families. So you can actually see that things are going very fast, and the tourism is increasing. But still, the prices are still very high, to be honest. What I wanted to give you like an advice is that if you're coming to Spain and you want to rent a car, don't book it right now unless you're coming now. If you're coming like autumn time, wait just a little bit, don't book the car, because they've said that shortly, like after August probably, they're gonna receive some more new vehicles, which is when both the demand will decrease and the average amount of cars will increase, which means that the prices will be decreasing. There's going to be some more offers going on. So if you don't need it right now, wait a little bit more before you book, because you will be able to save some extra money for you. But that's true that in Centauro right now, cars are very expensive. Not only there, in Gold Car, in Hertz, Rent-A-Car, like in all Sixt, by the way, as well, like OK Car, like any other company that rents a car, they have a lack of stock, which is why the prices are very high, extremely high, I would say. The normal car, like I don't know, Volkswagen Polo, like Ford Fiesta, like things like that, they will cost you approximately 1,200 euros for a month. And that's just with a basic insurance, you know. If you go with like premium one, where you don't need to leave any deposit, then that one would be like 1,500, which is like a huge amount. So that's just a tip for you guys in case you're coming, not now, but in autumn. Don't rush and book the car just yet, because then the prices will be a lot lower than now. And now what's about the Spanish weather? Our lovely hot Spanish weather came back yesterday. It was quite cloudy, I must say, and there was like a stronger breeze. This is why it was not that hot. We could just stay all day long outside. But today the sun is shining actively, which is why we still need to put our hats on or use just an umbrella. In general, in all Spain, there's going to be this kind of sky. It's going to be sun shining everywhere, maybe just a few clouds every now and then, but nothing major. No rain, nothing at all. Although there will be some yellow alerts due to high temperatures once again, and these ones will be in Andalucía, Castilla y León, Castilla-La Mancha, which are in the center of Spain, Extremadura and Galicia, which are towards the north part. Just because there, once you have more than 30 degrees, it's already considered like a heat wave, not as here. Here, only when we have like 36, 37, it's when we say that there's a heat wave going on in here. And of the temperatures, by the way, let's talk about that. These are the temperatures that are expected for today, and they will rise up tomorrow. From tomorrow, on the south part of Spain, we are expecting to have 40, 41, 42 degrees approximately, and here in Mediterranean area will be approximately 34, 35. Today in Alicante region it's going to be 29, here in Benidorm it's going to be plus 30 approximately, but as I've said, there is a light breeze, and actually today the beach has slightly more waves than it was before, so you need to be slightly careful. But still, it's a very nice weather to stay outside and enjoy this amazing summer positive vibes. So in Barcelona, it's going to be 28, in Granada 37, in Malaga and Marbella 29, in Sevilla 39, Madrid 35, Murcia 33, Balearic and Canarian Islands will have both the same temperature, 28, and Valencia will have 29 degrees. As I've said, starting from tomorrow, temperatures will rise not by much, but by 3-4 degrees approximately, which is still very nice. While we don't have 42 degrees here like the other day, we will be fine. I hope you enjoyed today's news, my dears. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. If you still didn't do so, click a like, and don't forget to visit my other channel, Benidorm by Anna Vlogs. I wish you a lovely beginning of the weekend, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow with the new video. Bye everyone.